Oh, okay. I think that I fixed my microphone problems. Okay. That's cool. All right. Hello, Paulo. How's it going? Okay. I am doing well. Awesome. I'm glad you can hear me because people could not hear me before, and that was a problem. Um, we don't talk about Bruno, no. We don't talk about Bruno. It was our wedding day. Excellent. Thank you so much. All right. I wish this had a little kickstand on it. That would be ideal. It's all right. We're gonna go like this. TikTok live. All right, so I'm live on the YouTube. You didn't? All right, I'll double check and see if it got sent somewhere that it wasn't supposed to go. All right. We are officially live on YouTube. We are officially live on TikTok right now. If you are on TikTok and you are not following me on YouTube, now's a lovely time to run over to YouTube. Find me at the Bear Quilter on YouTube, and you can catch the live over there. Thank you for all the likes over here on TikTok. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to do, because, the Supreme Court ruled against us over here on the Tickety Talk. So I'm trying to figure out if I can do lives in other places. So we are live over on YouTube currently. Yeah. So that's the deal. How's it going, guys? How's it going? I was gonna do some cutting. I can do live on Instagram too. I just I'm trying to figure out the best place for my content, and I don't know if Instagram is the best place to do stuff. So I'm trying out the YouTube right now. Hello, Kayla Quilts. How are you? So I'm trying out YouTube right now because I'm mad at Mark Zuckerberg. So um, But so if you're able to run over to YouTube and give me a follow there. Hello, Giuseppe. Give me a follow over on YouTube at the Bear Quilter. My live is going over there right now as well. I'm trying to build up some follower account. I've been uploading some shorts over onto YouTube. I'm really not a giant fan of Instagram Reels. So, hello. I'm really not a giant fan of Instagram Reels, but I do have some stuff on that. But yeah, so I'm just trying to build out like the YouTube stuff. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? I hope you are having a lovely Friday evening. We're live over here on. Oh, thank you, Crafts Wine and Whimsy. We are live over here on Hey Candy, how are you? Hello, Becky. Yeah, so we're live over here on YouTube. I am just sort of chilling out. I was gonna do some. Sorry, let me get a chair so you guys can see me. So I was gonna get some cutting done, and then I just had some technical difficulties. So now I'm just kind of hanging out for a little bit. Um, what would be a lot of fun is if if we got like a lot of people to do stuff, right? Um, so, all right, perfect. I love it. Yeah. So, who's got questions? Who has the questions? Um, who wants to know the tea on anything? Who wants to know the tea on Quilt Talk? We're getting banned, so I'll give you all the tea on Quilt Talk if you want it. There really isn't any tea on Quilt Talk. I'm lying. There's no fucking tea. Um, it is what it is. Oh, thanks for the follows. So, just babble it all out. Listen, I would if there was tea, if there was drama on Quilt Talk. I don't think there is currently any drama on Quilt Talk, but if there was drama on Quilt Talk, I would be like right up here, like boop boop boop. Um, Eating my popcorn and watching that shit happen. You're watching both. Awesome. I love it. Don't do drugs, kids. It's true. The white Power Ranger is correct. Um, there's always drama. There probably is always drama. I actually extricate myself from a lot of it. Like I'll watch it if it's going down and it's real good. But I won't partake in it because that feels gross and I don't like it. Um, but so I am dual living right now. So I have my people on right. I have my people on TikTok on one side and I have my YouTubes on the other. You're right. You're absolutely right. Better off paying forward and helping people. 100%. That is how I feel about everything. Much better just staying out of the drama and helping people to do stuff and helping people to learn and move forward and all of those things. The life on TikTok is much better, but it'll be happy on YouTube just to follow you. Oh, thank you so much, Paolo. TikTok is glitching, had to come over here. Much better. Perfect. I don't know. So TikTok started glitching for me most of the day, and I don't know if it's my. Oh, thank you for the roses. I don't know if it's my internet correct connection here, or if after the Supreme Court ruling this morning, they were just like, fuck it. But yeah, so TikTok's been running weird for me all day on my phone. So I don't know if there's a problem with the internet connection here or if it is just my TikTok stuff. Come follow me. I would totally come follow you. Your net is always acting up. Yeah. Yeah, so I do think there was something going on today with TikTok, and I don't know that it had anything to do with the Supreme Court decision. I just made that shit up, but yeah, like it's been weird and glitchy for me all day. It took me almost an hour to upload a response video earlier, so it's the app itself. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. How's it going? So I've been paying attention to the YouTube stuff. Everybody that's over here on TikTok, if it's glitching for you, my people over here on YouTube are saying that the YouTube live is not glitchy. So if you go over to YouTube, follow the Bear Quilter on YouTube and join the live over here, it's not glitchy apparently. So that's cool. But if you're over here on TikTok, shoot me a message. Say hello. Hello, Beckaroo. I see you popped into the room. Um, hello, hello. Yeah. So that's it. I'm just doing kind of a test to see how the live with TikTok works from my computer and webcam. I don't love the webcam, and having to set the computer up and use a camera and all of that for it is not love. I'm not loving it. You can use a like a mobile device or an iPad or something, and I might do that. That might be what happens. Um, but yes, hello, Paula Lee. I'm so happy. Your TikTok crashing all the time. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, so I might do that as I do kind of more YouTube lives. Thanks for all the likes, though, guys. I really appreciate it. Um, but as long as they'll let me continue to do lives on TikTok, I'm probably going to do both. We'll see. We'll see how long TikTok lasts after this weekend, right? I'm fully expecting Sunday for things to kind of just stop. So we'll see. But certainly, I hope that you will all follow me over on the YouTube channel and on right now on Blue Sky and Instagram. With my irritation for Mr. Zuckerberg. I don't know how much I will post to Instagram. I probably won't do a whole lot of stuff there. Um, I won't focus a lot of attention there. Anyway, and that's it, right? Is TikTok CEO is supposed to go to the inauguration, so I'm still holding out hope. Well, so he just posted today a video where he was thanking Donald Trump for continuing to work with them, which is also not ideal for me. I don't love. I don't love that we're relying on Donald Trump, who has continued to kind of be wishy-washy about it. But if he can do something, then I hope that I hope that he does, because I feel like it's silly. I feel like the whole thing is silly. But I again like relying on a politician to do something that they say they're going to do feels kind of silly. I'm 46 years old. I've never seen a politician keep a promise for longer than it took for them to break it. So we'll see how that goes, right? Um, we'll see. Well, thank you. So it looks like I have 10 people over here on the YouTube live, which is probably 9 people more than I expected. Somebody is going to Clapper, which I've never heard of you. And what is it? So Clapper, I will talk about Clapper a little bit. So Clapper, I don't know if you guys remember this back in 2021, 2022, the first time they tried to ban TikTok was the first time I was like, well, let me see if I can divest into other platforms to do stuff that are similar to TikTok that gives me the same feel. So Clapper is Clapper is a app that is similar to TikTok that at least when I used it, and I only used it for about 6 months. I think there's still an account over there. I think I still have videos over there. Um, but Clapper it's a similar app to TikTok with less rules. I was not. Oh, hello, Bear. Thank you for being on both lives. I appreciate it. Clapper is not a uh, Clapper is not a tool or an app that I enjoyed using. There's a lot of weird stuff on Clapper. They also have less rules um, around content and adult content and that kind of stuff. So it's not a it's not a place for me and this particular content that I'm creating. Clapper, I still have money over there. At least the last time I went live, I got gifts. Yeah. Um, but so they seem to have less rules around some adult content, which is weird. But also, it's when I was there was an awful lot of very 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 alt right propaganda, and right or left, Republican or Democrat, I don't necessarily give a shit which one you are. What I care about is the ability to discern fact from fiction. And there was an awful lot of alt right propaganda when I was on Clapper, so I actually went off Clapper because um, because it did not feel like a comfortable space or a safe space for a queer content creator to work in. So that's my opinion of Clapper. I don't think that it is. I don't think that it is a horrible app. I think that it works very similar to TikTok, and I think some people will find success there. Kayla, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about meta stuff yet. I want to delete it, but I also starting a long arm business, and I feel like I'll lose many potential local customers. So I had this conversation actually with. I don't know if you guys follow the Cracker Jack shop. Um, but I had this conversation with her today on her live, where essentially, I'm 46 years old. I've been using Facebook in one form or another for 20 plus years now. It would be really difficult for me just to shut off Facebook and extricate myself from Facebook. Um, so so I can't necessarily do that, although I'm not posting a ton of new content over there. I still have people who contact me through Facebook about quilting and that kind of stuff. I don't use my personal Facebook account really at all, and haven't for several years. But the business account, still I get messages from people regularly enough so that it doesn't make sense to shut that off. And really the same with Instagram. Like I use Instagram for lots of things. Um, I used Instagram for a personal account and for the Bear Quilter account. It would be difficult to extricate myself from that. Currently, the business account on on Instagram has like 3,500 followers and has a pretty good reach when I post stuff. I can't just stop that, but I do want to build out that base here on YouTube if I can't continue to use TikTok. I do want to build out that base here on YouTube and on Blue Sky. I'm also starting, you heard it here first, I'm also starting a Substack uh, newsletter. It's not something that will go out like on a daily basis, but I do want to create sort of a blog slash vlog type situation where I can share kind of longer written content that has maybe some pictures and whatnot to it, but some longer written content that I'm able to do via Substack. Um, that doesn't involve putting out a Patreon page, which then would be harder to do because that is oftentimes at least a little bit behind a paywall. And I don't kind of want to put my stuff behind a paywall right now. I feel like a little bit of us, at least for me, I feel like we are, I'm starting over. Um, I built kind of a whole community and channel on TikTok. 29,000 people follow me on TikTok, and I feel like while I don't know 29,000 people, there are several hundred people who I have regular conversations with, and it's sad to me that it is a thing that I have to start over. Um, so, but that's it. And I don't want to compromise. I don't want to compromise my morals in order to do it. So I won't go to Facebook and advertise on Facebook. I won't pull the plug on Instagram, but I'm not thrilled with Instagram's reels. I don't enjoy the process of Instagram. Um, so there's that. So yeah. So for anybody who is over in the TikTok live, I am um, I am hearing that TikTok is being very, very glitchy. I'm also live over on YouTube. And so YouTube is not being very, very glitchy. So if you switch over to YouTube and you search for the Bear Quilter there, my live is up and running on YouTube. Gives you a wonderful opportunity to join the chat on that side as well, and maybe give me a follow on YouTube if you haven't already. But yeah, so that's it. That's how I feel about all of this. I am feeling like we are starting over. I feel like it is unfair, as Kayla said, it's unfair to the small businesses, especially people who make money, made living, made extra funds, all of that. On TikTok. It's sad. It's sad for them. I feel badly. I am not, I do not monetize TikTok a lot. I am part of the Creator Fund. I am in the Creator Fund, but I don't have videos that go viral. So hello, hi cuteness, hi. I do not have videos that go viral on TikTok. So, you know, banning TikTok is like breaking up a family. It's true, right? It's true. Yeah. So because I don't have videos that go viral on TikTok, I don't make a ton of money from the Creator Fund, and I really don't sell anything on TikTok. I didn't ever get on to the TikTok shop portion of any of this. I did make a couple of TikTok shop videos when they related specifically to things. So there's that. You're a business promoter. Hello, Joni Vlog Journey, a business promoter. I love that. What kind of businesses do you promote? Or are they all like creative, or what do you do with that? Hello, John Swords. Where will I live stream in the future? Here. So I am testing out YouTube. So that's what we're doing today, is we're doing kind of a big test for YouTube to see kind of how it works. So right now I'm doing it from a webcam on my computer. It's nice to meet you too. So I'm doing it from a webcam on my computer, which is why it's a little bit weird. And you can't really see me. I was going to do some fabric cutting, but I don't have, let me move that up maybe a little bit. But I don't have all of the fabric stuff that I need to really do the cutting. So I'm not going to do that on live. But I also have like the TikTok version live going over here as well, so that people can jump back and forth between the two. Does YouTube send alerts like I had to set up on TikTok to watch your stream? So you can, when you subscribe to somebody on TikTok or on YouTube, you can set up alerts. So you want to hit the little bell so that it alerts you when they've posted a new video and when they have and when they're going live. I also the thing about YouTube is I can also do something a little bit different than what I'm able to do on TikTok. So I can do a live on YouTube and be reading the chat, and that's all the same. But what's really kind of cool about it is I could actually also do what's called a premiere. So I could do a whole recorded video and set a premiere date and time so that you could watch the video and be in the chat, and I could be chatting in the chat at the same time with you, so that it's a whole like kind of demo video or something like that. So that's really cool, and I enjoy that about YouTube. It also will save all these videos and automatically post it to the channel. So if you miss a live, the full live is saved and you can go back and watch it. Where with TikTok, you can't save the full live. I could do clips from the live and whatnot, but yeah. So there's a bunch of stuff that you can do with the YouTube stuff that I couldn't do in TikTok. The problem with the YouTube stuff is that it doesn't. It's not like a scrolling feature like it is on TikTok. So it's harder for people to find content randomly. Exactly. Like you have to get to like 10,000 followers in order for YouTube to really be pushing the content out. And because I haven't put any effort into YouTube up to this point, I think I'm less than 600 followers right now. I help people. I'm a mod for a company on TikTok, and ever since I help them, they get a lot of orders. Oh, that's awesome! I love that. That's awesome, Joni. But yeah, so there's a lot of great options that YouTube has. The downside of YouTube is that it is less organic reach than what TikTok is. Just found you're live on YouTube. If anyone wants the link, here it is. Oh, thank you so much, Quilting Mimi. So I am still running the live over on TikTok for anybody who's over there. If you wanted to jump over to the YouTube live, I am still running it here on the YouTube live. Hello, Colorado Papa Bear. You only have 58 followers. I've never been one of those like, I must have so many followers people. I actually, I was shocked when I first started posting videos on TikTok back in 2022, I think it was. I'd have to go look. I guess it was maybe 2021, late 2021, when I first started posting quilting content onto TikTok. And all of a sudden, like within a few weeks, all of a sudden I had 1,000 followers. And I was like, oh my God. I was shocked at the number of people very quickly that were interested in watching quilting videos on TikTok. It was amazing because I had posted on like Facebook and on Instagram videos and never got any sort of traction on that stuff. And I just thought, it's fine. I don't need to do that. So it was a really interesting change when all of a sudden like people were interested in watching kind of quilting videos on TikTok. Hello. So that was fun. But now I just have but now here we are. So we are going to try to figure it out. All right, what time is it? So it's about 10 after 6. So we've been live for about half an hour. I think there's some stuff about going live on YouTube that I will have to learn, but I have to get used to being on YouTube again. Exactly, right? There's some stuff about going live on YouTube that I think will be different. One of the things about going live on YouTube that is different is that I can do it much easier from a camera on my computer, which means that I could set up my actual, like I could set up my really good, expensive DSLR webcam and use that to do lives and get really good quality. Right now, I'm on like a 780p like webcam, and it's pretty shitty, and the lighting in here is bad. Which is always on TikTok. I'm always using like the mobile camera on my phone. And the lighting gets adjusted because the iPhone adjusts the camera automatically. So I'll have to deal with that and all of these other things. But I am also going to miss the community interaction on TikTok. We'll have to figure it out. We will absolutely have to figure it out. Um, you know, there's all sorts of there are all sorts of apps that are now coming out of the woodwork to be like TikTok replacements. I've never been like a jump on the bandwagon kind of person. I will look at them. I looked at Red Note. I got a Red Note account. I read the terms and conditions. I decided that I was not willing to abide by those terms and conditions, and so I deleted that account. Um, I will do something similar. Like Neptune sounds really, really promising. I'm hoping to be able to get into the Neptune app as part of the beta. I would love it if they would choose me as part of the beta. That would be awesome. But I would love for that to be a great app. I have a hard time understanding. I have a hard time believing all of the promises in a beta or first version. So we'll see how that goes. I would love for that to happen. Um, did you get for long lines during your QuiltCon meet and greet? I do not have long lines during my QuiltCon meet and greet, Mr. Chip Fiber Hustle. I'm over on YouTube live as well, Chip. I did not get any sanctions, but I bought stickers for QuiltCon this year. So if you guys are going to QuiltCon in February, the end of February, come find me. I have stickers. I was gonna do friendship bracelets, but friendship bracelets were going to be really pricey for a couple hundred friendship bracelets. So I decided against those, and I just did some stickers. So come find me if you're going to QuiltCon. Come find me, and I will give you stickers. Red Note, I don't know about. So Red Note is basically Chinese, the actual Chinese version of like TikTok. It's very similar, but it is in fact owned and run by the Chinese government. So there's that. Thank you for sharing the live. So I am live for everybody. I am live over on YouTube as well as on TikTok right now. I'm testing out the YouTube live features, and I keep saying the words because fuck it, right? If the app is going down, I'm gonna say all the words that they don't like. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, link in bio. Fuck it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? QuiltCon, the end of February, what, 20th through the 24th, 23rd, something like that. we are going to Phoenix, Arizona. We are going to, quilters. When quilters get together, it's pretty effing serious. Um, we don't play around. Like the convention starts at like 10 or 11 in the morning, and then whoop whoop. I know, right, Chip? Oh, it's going to be so much fun. The convention starts at like 10 or 11 in the morning. It officially, I guess the hall closes at like 6, but there are classes that are later. But then we all go out and we all party it up, or we go back to our houses and we party it up, or we go back to the hotels and we party it up. And I have never seen a bunch of people drink more martinis than when we all went out to the martini bar. Quilters do it up. Yes, yes. So Uniquely Mateo, hello, hello. How are you? I am live over here on TikTok and also on YouTube, testing out the YouTube live features to see kind of where we land next. You're not going to QuiltCon this year? Okay. Well, so Kayla, next year QuiltCon is back in Raleigh. So in 2026, QuiltCon is back in Raleigh, which is my hometown, sort of, and um, um, and so that'll be fun. Am I going to go live for QuiltCon? For parts of QuiltCon. So ideally, I was going to go live on TikTok because TikTok does not get, or traditionally had not gotten, a ton of representation at QuiltCon. There's a lot of YouTube stars. There are a lot of Instagram stars. TikTok had not traditionally gotten a lot of recognition as part of that kind of social media deal. Um, Given the fact that TikTok probably won't be a thing or may not be a thing, I will go live um, on YouTube or on Instagram for part of it. I will make all of the videos and upload them here. I only made a couple of videos last year. One of them actually went a bit viral, and I felt really bad about it and tried to kind of tamp it down. But there was a lot of really good information, so I didn't want to delete the video. But somebody got a lot of hate, which made me feel really bad, and I had to go through and delete comments and turn commenting off and all sorts of stuff. It is that, and that is the problem, right, Chip? It's really hard to create content and live in the moment. So last year I was only able to do a couple of videos, and the one that went viral was not one I made while I was there. It's one I made afterwards about the winning quilt. And again, like, my version of viral is not necessarily the same version that everybody else has, but it has. I think the last time I looked, it had like 400,000 views, and it just kind of took on a life of its own. But such is life, right? Such is life. I think this year there's a lot more kind of TikTok people that are going than what went in previous years as well, because it's on the West Coast and there's a lot of TikTok people that live on the West Coast that are going to be able to go this year that did not go last year or the year before. Last year was in Raleigh and the year before was in Atlanta. And so a lot of the West Coast people did not come to those ones. So I think there's a lot more of them that will go to this one. I'm hopeful that we'll kind of have our own little TikTok group that we'll be able to meet and chill and maybe make some videos with. That would be fun. But I also sometimes am not. I am not everybody's cup of tea, and so I am not as wholesome, I think, as maybe other people's quilting brands would like them to be. So I also do not do some of the things that people have, and I fully respect that. I have zero qualms about being, in my underwear on the internet, and a lot of people do not love that for their brand. So there's that. Hello, Cole. Hello. How's everybody doing? We are live over on Spicy Bear, right? We are live over on YouTube as well as TikTok. We are testing out the YouTube live features. We've been live over here for about 40 minutes, and we are learning lots and lots of stuff. But if anybody has any questions about anything at all, does not have to be TikTok related, does not have to be YouTube related, does not have to be quilting related. I will fully answer any questions at this point because TikTok is going away soon, and so who cares? Hello. Oh, thank you so much for the little gifts. All right. Such a great feature. Thank you, John. Yeah, so with TikTok possibly not working after Sunday, who the fuck knows what's going to happen, right? Like Biden said, Biden's like, I'm not going to enforce the ban. What does that mean? And then, Trump may or may not enforce the ban, or he may force them to try to sell or any of that shit. Who the fuck knows? That would be awesome, right, Joni? I would love to get 200,000 people in here. That would be fantastic. Right now we have 11. That would be awesome. I would love to blow up here. I'm not really doing anything right now, though. So I feel like, again, like we're just kind of chatting. So a couple of announcements. I do have a Substack that I am going to be publishing. So I will post out onto different platforms that are available information about the Substack. The first newsletter should go out at the end of this month. It will be called Barely Quilting, for obvious reasons. I also have a kind of vlog / podcast type thing that I've been recording for the last couple of months that I've been working on kind of silently. So hello, Amy, how's it going? That I've been working on kind of silently. So the first episode should come out towards the end of February. I'm hoping to be able to do between 10 and 12 episodes a year. It's a lot of work. And I don't know how people do weekly podcasts with and have full-time jobs and do other stuff. That it's a shit ton of work. But I have been silently working on that for the last couple of months, and hopefully by the end of February, we'll be able to start publishing those as a monthly thing. And then I'm hoping to have 6 or 7 episodes kind of recorded at a time so that I can space them out so I'm not feeling like I'm constantly working on those. So that will also be called Barely Quilting. So the Substack newsletter should come out towards the end of this month. The first episode of the podcast / vlog should be on YouTube by the end of February. That's what's going on in my life. What's going on in your lives? How's everybody doing? It's January. You might be a little more free without TikTok. It's true. It's true. Without TikTok, I might have more time because I do spend a lot of time creating and editing stuff for TikTok. So I might have a little bit more time. Who knows? Wendy, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, sweetheart. I know you've been having such a rough year. I hope it gets better for you. We are live over on YouTube as well as TikTok for anyone who wants to pop over to YouTube to check out what the live looks like over here. We are going to be probably doing the streaming from YouTube as we move forward. Joni is cooking. We are probably going to be doing lives from YouTube moving forward with TikTok being banned here in the US, which I also have to say probably will create a better user experience for a lot of people in other countries without quite so many Americans on TikTok all the time. We are not always the most welcoming group of people. But yeah, that makes you feel a little better. Oh, good. Eating Chipotle because I can watch on my TV now. That's awesome. Well, so that's the other bonus of doing the lives from YouTube is people have much more option to do things differently. You see me live on YouTube now? Yay! Give me the follows on the YouTubes. I need to see if I can get as many subscribers to YouTube as possible, which also means I have to post a shit ton of content to YouTube. So I have started posting out. Some of my older TikTok videos up to YouTube as shorts to at least try to build up a library here. And mixed in with that will be all sorts of the new stuff. My kids have only been in school one day in the last month because of all the snow. Oh no. Started making a quilt out of 1/2-inch squares. Send help. So Kayla, I saw your video today about like the 1/2-inch square quilt. And it reminded me of a project that I did last year. Essentially, I made a mini Bargello, a 2-foot by 2-foot Bargello quilt out of 1/2-inch, I started with 3/4 inch out of 3/4 inch strips. And it was the most insane thing I've ever done. It turned out really, really cool, but it was the most insane thing. Thank you, Wendy. I appreciate your subscribing to my YouTube channel. So for anyone who's still over on TikTok, we are still live on YouTube as well. I think we'll probably end here in about 10 more minutes. So that we can all take a bio break. I'm gonna have a margarita, and then I'm going to, and I don't have to couch that anymore. I'm gonna have a fucking margarita. YouTube, TikTok, I'm gonna have a margarita. That's what's gonna happen after this. I don't have to edit that word. I don't have to edit the I don't have to code words like Facebook or Instagram. Because what's TikTok gonna do? Kick me off? Anywho, my net on TV will not work, but I'm going to try working on it. I got 14 inches of snow last week. That's amazing. That's amazing. Cool. Yeah. What else is going on? Who else has any questions? This is the fabric that I am going to be cutting over the next couple of days. This is for the naughty quilt. I am so far behind on my naughty quilt along, but this is for the naughty quilt. So we are going to do, this is the background, this dark, moody, I love this fabric. It's really dark and moody, just like me, and I love it. And then I chose, with this dark, moody fabric, some nice, bright colors to go with it. So we have this kind of pale, bright blue. We have this kind of bright teal color to go with it as well. and then this beautiful green. So on my screen, I think on YouTube, it's maybe not showing up quite as green as it is, but it really is kind of this almost fluorescent green, like highlighter green color, which I love. And then this bright pink, which again, I think is really quite beautiful. And then last but not least, I have this bright orange, again, like a highlighter orange color. Um, and so those are the fabrics that I need to cut. And I need to spend a couple of hours cutting those fabrics. And so that's the plan for tonight, a margarita and cutting the fabrics. You're still working on the Nebula Quilter. I love it. I love it. Hello, Chris Marchini. Chris, I am live over on the YouTube as well. We're testing out the YouTube live situation. I've been told that the TikTok live is a little glitchy tonight. Hello, hello. I've been told that the TikTok live is a little bit glitchy tonight. But I'm also testing the live on YouTube. Hey, Maddie, two of my awesome favorite men who quilt TikTokers are on my TikTok live over here. Chris Marchini and Matthew J. Har. Yay! Hello, hello. But yeah, so I am live over on the YouTube so that we can figure out whether or not the YouTube live thing is going to work for me. I pulled my burst quilt and had the rows together, but because I used two colors, they didn't look great assembled, but I saw a guy put sashing between his and loved that. Love it. I love that idea. Hello, hello. Thank you for all the likes and the gifts and all the good stuff. I appreciate it. Hello, Chris. Hello. Wide format is weird. All right, so I am using on YouTube, on TikTok, I am using my phone, which is what I use often for my lives, is either my phone or my iPad. But on the YouTube, I have a few more options. So I decided to use my webcam to try it out. So it's my computer with a webcam. And I think I like it a little bit. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit weird, but I like it a little bit. But it will also allow me to use, I have a really nice, expensive webcam, a really nice, expensive camera that I can use as a webcam. Really beautiful, like very expensive Nikon that I had bought for like actual filming stuff that I don't end up using. So I can't change the camera midstream. And I don't have my Nikon with me because I'm house sitting, but I think I will probably end up setting up, because this is my computer. Uh-oh. Let me pick up this little camera and show you. So I'll show you guys a little behind the scenes moment here. So there's my phone. There's a tripod that my phone is not in because I'm charging it. But this right here is my computer. So I don't use a laptop. I use a mini desktop computer. It doesn't come with, a monitor or anything, but I have like I have two portable monitors. So anytime I go anywhere, I bring that computer. And so I can use whatever camera I happen to have with me. And right now, what I have with me is just my little. It's like a little mini webcam. Because it travels nicely, but moving forward, I will start to just bring, I think, my really expensive DSLR Nikon big old camera that is 4K and has lots of filters and all of that stuff with it. Because right now, the other part of this is that this shitty little webcam is like a 720p. It's what I use for work. Um, and I don't care what I look like when I'm in a Zoom meeting at work because my face is this big. But on here, I don't love like it. It's not a great picture. I'm very washed out. There's too much light, all of that stuff. So I think YouTube is going to be my primary destination as well. I was saying to somebody earlier, like I downloaded Red Note. I saw all the stuff. I downloaded Red Note. I read the terms and conditions. I kind of played with it a little bit, and then I deleted it because I do not feel comfortable utilizing that app specifically as a queer creator, right? Like it's not it's not that I think the Chinese government is going to do anything bad to me necessarily, but it is, while not illegal to be gay in China, it is certainly not accepted to be gay in China. So I really didn't want to like. Don't tell us I still have it in the box. I don't. So that camera does get used. It just doesn't get used for a lot of the video web stuff that I do for TikTok or quilting or anything like that, because it's the setup of it to do that stuff for TikTok is much more difficult than just recording on my phone. Just recording on my phone is far easier. All right. I think I'm going to go, but I do think, guys, if you have not already followed me over here on YouTube, please do. I would really like to get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube so that I can use a lot more of their features and have it kind of hit their version of the For You page and be able to be pushed out. It won't do that until you, or they won't even start doing that until you hit 1,000 subscribers. So I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers, but if I don't, I don't. I'm going to be posting, updating. Hello, so excited. I'm going to be posting more to YouTube. I have all of my videos. I've downloaded all of my videos from TikTok that I hadn't previously downloaded. So I got all of those, and I will be posting those up to YouTube. Courtney from So Excited, I am also live over on YouTube right now for a couple more minutes, but just trying to test out the live over there, and I think I kind of like it. So go ahead and if you want, you don't have to. I don't feel like I'm whatever, but go ahead and check out the YouTube stuff. I would encourage anyone who wants to continue to kind of post and do stuff, maybe to check out the YouTube stuff. Yeah, I'm finding it is a bit more friendly than it was a couple of years ago when I had tried it originally, because I've done YouTube. So this is the other thing. If you look at my channel, there's a couple of really old videos that I've left up there, but I have tried YouTube several times, and each time there are features that I like and there are features that I don't like. Hello, Courtney. Each time there are features that I like and there are features that I don't like. So the features that I like, they keep kind of adding more and more and more of those to YouTube. So we are. So I think this will be, my destination of choice for stuff. So I hope people will continue to follow me. And if you don't, you don't. If you don't like YouTube, if it's not your format, I fully get it. Instagram is generally not my format. I don't love Instagram reels. I think I had this conversation with Courtney a couple of months ago. I don't love it. It feels very proper. I guess is the word that I'm going to use tonight. But did you download your TikTok videos to your computer? I did. So there's a browser, a Chrome browser extension that you can use. So a lot of my later videos I filmed and edited outside of TikTok. So I already had those, but a lot of the earlier stuff, I would say the first year and a half or so of my TikTok videos, my actual TikTok videos, were recorded and edited in TikTok. So I did not have those without a watermark. So there is a browser extension that you can get, and it is called. Let me see if I have it right here. It is called. Hang on. Hang on. It is called TikTok Video. If you go to if you're okay, if you go to the App Store on your computer on Chrome and put in the TikTok Video downloader, and then essentially you just go to tiktok.com and sign in with your TikTok account to the TikTok website. There will then be a little option to download your videos, and you can just hit the download button, and it'll go through and it'll find all of the videos, and then you can download them. You can tell it even so you want it to download stuff for. So I just chose it shows you like the date of the first video all the way through. So I just chose about the first years of videos. It took about 2 hours or so to download them. I had a lot of videos. There was something like 3,000 videos and photos that it had found. And it downloads them all without a watermark. Yes, exactly, Chris. F Zuckerman. Like I am doing everything I can to not be on a Meta platform at this point. He has made me so angry with not just the anti TikTok stuff and the really like being a driving force behind the TikTok ban, but also then his rules changes that really put people um, that really just mean that people are less safe on his platforms. So you are so welcome, Courtney. I hope that helps a lot. I will send you. There's actually a TikTok video of a guy who explained it, so I can send you that TikTok video as well. I have been busy. I've been working like a madman this last week, which is also why you haven't seen a lot of me on TikTok. I haven't posted any new videos on TikTok. I haven't done any of that stuff. Hello, Churro. Hello, hello. So we are live over on YouTube right now for a couple more minutes. I was just testing out the YouTube live stuff. If you guys wanted to check that out, I love you too, Jay Aaron. Mwah. Um, yeah. So if you guys want to check that out, I am live over on YouTube under the Bear Quilter. Just for another minute or so. But yeah, so this last week I've been really working to get all of my videos downloaded to organize a lot of the ones that I already had downloaded and start the upload process into YouTube. because I do think YouTube is probably the place I'm going to end up. And sorry, so I just got new hearing aids last week, and so I'm still going kind of through the fitting process, and I think they're not quite sitting correctly still. So I need to have them. I need to have the little things adjusted. But yeah, so it is why you have not seen me a lot on TikTok or doing a lot of stuff. It's been it's January at my regular job, which is always busy. Plus, I've been trying my hardest to do a lot of this stuff before whatever possible ban goes into effect, knowing full well that it might all be work for work just to do the work at that point. Like if it goes into effect, great. If it doesn't, um, oh, well, if it goes into effect, then boo. But if it does go into effect, at least I'm covered. If it doesn't go into effect, it's fine. All right, Bear, you have a good evening. We'll talk to you later. Hello, always coffee always. How are you? I am also going to take this opportunity to drop off. So it is nice to have a safety net either way, right, Joe? Yeah. All right, I'm going to take the opportunity to drop off, and I appreciate you guys bopping between the lives. I really, really appreciate it. For anyone who hasn't yet subscribed over on YouTube, please, please, please go find me, the Bear Quilter on YouTube. That's the name of the channel and is where you are likely to see the majority of my videos moving forward. I will still be on Instagram at least for a little bit until I figure out how to extricate myself from that. But all right, y'all. Thank you so much. I love you. Have a good night.